bounced off 38, it looks like. Yeah, not a bad spot. That really didn't do much today. We caught like the only upside move on Tesla, which is kind of nice. But we made a nice little downtrend here. Right, I don't know if you can see that clear enough or not, but that's good. So we also have a little bit more clearer downtrend over like in this area, but do we know or have any idea what would have made it pump like this? No, I don't really know. You know, there was a rumor today that TikTok was going to sell their U.S. operations to Musk, and apparently that was BS. So maybe that was why it gapped up and then it had a quick move to the upside, kind of wash out there, and then it totally dumped. What's up, Jasmine? Glad you're here. So, I think maybe that's why Tesla was up today. We also had PPI this morning, which was good. Good enough for a little pop in the market. Nothing, super significant. How do you think about SEC sues Elon over Twitter? Did that happen already? I haven't seen anything on that. Let me look it up. Three hours ago, SEC sues Elon Musk, failure to properly disclose Twitter ownership. I mean, he didn't disclose Twitter ownership on time before. On time, okay. I mean, look, when dealing just from my little knowledge on stuff like that, I would think that Elon has trusts and shell company and all these legal things to protect him from any liability. So I mean, I don't think that's very significant. Stock is not even down a full dollar right now. So that's one way to kind of gauge things is when news comes out, see how the stock's reacting. That'll tell you how significant it really is. So I don't know. So, I mean, if this gaps down to like 380, tomorrow morning, then I would say it's significant, but I think it would already have moved. So especially because that was 3 hours ago. But interesting though. What's my thesis on Tesla for an entry point? Entry point to which way, Vedant? Upside, downside? For upside, I mean, I guess I'll go over both. It's fine. For an upside day trade, I'm definitely going to be interested in the 425 area. It's kind of where, where's my mouse? There we go. You've seen a lot of, we've come up and hit 425, 1, 2, 3 in the fourth time today. So, a break and kind of, daily close over that. I could easily see this getting 430, 440, 450 pretty quickly. That's kind of where this, I'm sorry with all the lines here, guys. It's traded Tesla for too long, apparently. But, that's kind of where this bigger downtrend here would be broken. So, let's see if I can make this a little bit cleaner looking. So like back in here, we kind of see a little bit of a downtrend here as well. It got broken, and that's what pushed it up to 475-ish. So this is just a bigger one of those, right? So I don't know, somewhere around 425, 430 to me is kind of where that resistance could start being, kind of getting hit there. Break above that, so especially like a daily close over that, to me would be good. But day trade, I could day trade it all day around 425, just, some quick scalps. 430, another good level. And then, then it's kind of off to the races. So, was he going to talk about it, but they never got to it. Has he? Yeah, Stickman, yeah. I don't think it's very significant, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So I mean, honestly, kind of a slow last 2 days. No trades on Monday for me. A very quick, like 3-4 minute trade this morning on Tesla. I kind of expect that kind of action from me at least for the rest of the week. Unless we get some nice Tesla news here and we get a breakout. I don't really see any big setups that I'm liking. Nvidia's in a nice little buy zone here. Meta's come down quite a bit. I don't know how I want to trade most of this stuff. A lot of I've had some really nice dip buys on some things. It's worked beautifully. I just don't really want to milk that. Even though I think Meta's in a great spot to buy, I think Nvidia's in a great spot to buy. I think Tesla could have some more room down, but to me, from 370 to 380, even 385, to me in that area is a good spot to buy as well. Just with the census that I think there's a higher chance for a pump coming after the inauguration. But I never want to speculate on that too heavily because who knows? Trump could come firing off with some crazy new policies, and he wants to pardon people and change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America and buy Greenland and all. There's so much. He's very I don't know if flammable is the right word, but there's a lot of just risk there. And Canada, yeah, Chad, you're going to be an American here pretty soon. But yeah, so I don't know. I think to me, why pick a side too heavily, right? Unless you know stuff for a fact, there's no reason to pick a side too heavily. I rather trade small. Markets moving a little weird for me right now. This is the kind of action. If you guys are looking at my screen, this is the action that I do really well on. I can make a lot of money. Trying to do that, and when you have one good day, then 3 choppy days, and another good day, you have to play offense, play defense, play offense, play defense so much that all it takes is 1 or 2 days where you slip up, and you can get crushed. So it's best for me to at least be very conservative right now, at least until Trump's in, kind of see what he does that first day, even the second day, and just kind of see what the market wants to do. And then I can kind of ride the coattails of it. I don't want to be a guy trying to pick a side too early. Let's see. What have I missed here? Yeah, so earnings is another thing, Jack. Earnings are starting up. I did see some things today with Microsoft maybe cutting hiring, or stopping hiring for some part of their business. And then also Zuckerberg, I think it was like fired 5% of his workforce or something. Those aren't insane numbers, but he said something about kind of a turbulent or rough 2025, something along the lines of that. You guys could probably look it up on CNBC or something, but so I don't know how that's going to affect their earnings or not, or at least their guidance for the future. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, when things are not clear to me and I'm I'm not confident in what I'm seeing, that's when I have to just tell myself, you got to slow down, right? There's no reason to force things that you're not confident in and not comfortable taking, because 1, losing money on those trades hurts, and 2, you're losing money, So so y'all are asking about CPI tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen with CPI. That's not really something I try to trade or predict. I simply just kind of, honestly, if I wasn't streaming tonight, I wouldn't even look at the market. I would just kind of know where things close the day, because a lot of these stocks that we're looking at right now are going to be up or down tomorrow. Okay, on CPI. Or maybe they're flat too. I just don't know. So I don't really want to come into the night before and have all, write down all these crazy game plans and stuff. And then things are in completely different spots come tomorrow morning, an hour before the open. And then I'm stuck, right? I'm like, well, now I got to change everything, right? And that may even hinder the way that you trade the next morning, because you had the game plan that you have to now just tear up and you got to change. So I like to try to stay pretty neutral before CPI. So I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't really seen much of a change in prices. Maybe gas has come down. And that's just for me personally. I don't know about you guys around the country, but 348. That's a pretty hot take. I mean, you know, if there's bad news, I could see it happening, but strictly technicals, I don't know that I see a reason why it would do that. But that 350 area is kind of where we broke out from. 350 to 360 is where we originally broke out from whenever we got up through all-time highs. So XRP is doing really well, yeah. Um, Gout mix, you want BA? I mean, this stock has just really done nothing, honestly. Big recovery here, but I mean, look at the action the last week or so. I mean, we're in like a $2 to $3 range. It sold off a little bit today. Airlines in general, though, have been doing good. Not that Boeing's an airline, but they're kind of in the same sector. Boeing could be, defense and airlines kind of. So, but just levels here, just so I totally don't leave you hanging. I mean, 160 to 162, you can kind of see where I have these lines here. That's going to act as support. Honestly, 160 to 164 is going to be somewhat of a demand zone here for you. But I don't have really any interest in for me day trading it because it just isn't doing much. There hasn't really been much news with Boeing. Volume's much lower. And that's just when I stay away. That's just an easy way for me to manage my risk and not get into trades that have low odds of working out. Yeah, Jay is such a bear. Yeah, Jay's a good idea, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see any specific reason why it would come straight. I mean, he just has one line down there. I mean, obviously he knows it's not going to go straight there, but I don't know. For me, I don't see any reason why it would do that without some sort of negative catalyst. Or if the overall market comes down, but that's going to move everything down. So Sam Halbs says it's not usually Chuck for CPA. Maybe I'm off on that. Yeah. So honestly, from what I remember, the last couple CPIs, right, like the last maybe 5-6 months of CPI, I've seen the market honest like way up. Pre-market it pumps, and then market opens and things just slide right off. I've seen a lot of reversals on CPI. That's just kind of my instinct right now. That's what I remember. So I'm going to be very careful tomorrow, regardless. I'm not live trading. I may not even trade. Obviously I'll show up and look at things, maybe give out a little watch list. But I have no interest in trying to take some crazy trade, and unless markets up, maybe some good. I'm not really too worried about CPI. CPI is going to do whatever it wants. I'm going to look for an outlier. Is there good news on Tesla? Is there, X, Y, and Z for this stock that's good? And that's a reason why CPI wouldn't really matter for it. That's when I look to take advantage there. I'm not really going to try to. I just think there could be some reversals, maybe even some chop tomorrow. I don't know. I just think the market's going to be very quiet for the rest of the week ahead of inauguration. I don't know why. I could totally be wrong, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I feel like that's going to be a very big point for this whole stream here. So, what's your opinion with getting into Intel? I think Intel is just it's just, I don't want to say a dead company, but after that crazy drop off in that earnings, it hasn't really done much. There was a little recovery. Now we're back near lows. I mean, for a long-term investment, could it be good? Sure. But my kind of analogy on Intel is it's like the outdated grandfather of things like NVIDIA, AMD, and then Micron, right? NVIDIA is the top dog in the computer chip game. Intel's still good, right? I mean, I think probably all of us using desktops or laptops have Intel processors in them. So, I mean, it's not like they're going to go out of business, but, the profit margins have been hurt. They're just kind of outdated. They're boring. They're not innovating as fast and as aggressive as, NVIDIA and AMD, right? So the attention's just not there. But again, for a long-term stance, maybe there's some potential there. I'm not a long-term guy. You're going to want to talk to Shy. Yeah, Stickman, exactly. Yeah. You had a chance to buy Solana at $15, TK? That's pretty crazy. Guess we all had a chance, but you're the one, you noticed it. Thoughts on calls for BLDR? California is going to need house building supplies. Yeah. So I mean, these I mean, as you can tell, this stock is at 5.5% today. I think a lot of home building companies will be doing good. I think insurance companies will be doing bad because a lot of insurance companies denied claims for people for fire. That looks really bad on them. Um, I don't know. This is not really how I trade, honestly, but that's just my thought. But home building, yeah, for sure. But a problem that I remember us running into, I think during the summertime was, like building supplies. Like lumber was super, super expensive. I don't know about concrete or things like that, but I just know like like the building supplies was super expensive, um, which was hurting profit margins for home builders. But there's billions of dollars in repairs that needs to be happening in California. So I don't see any reason why these wouldn't go up. Regardless, the homes have to get built. So interesting thought. I should probably take a look at home builders a little bit more closely. Fast Subi, that's a good idea there. I remember when crypto died. Yeah, I remember my dad wanting to buy it 68,000. That was like literally the top, and I told him, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." That's like a red flag for someone who's. And you guys that are, I've told the story a couple times, I think, but for y'all that are involved in the markets frequently, and then once your friends realize that, that's like a red flag for a trader and investor, right? When Bitcoin's all time highs, Tesla all time highs. Hey, Ethan, should I get into Bitcoin? Should I be buying Bitcoin? I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy Tesla. That's like an instant. I'm getting out. I'm selling. I'm moving on. So knowing that a bunch of people were asking me about it, including my own dad, I was like, "Don't do it." That's where I think it's going to come down. And sure enough, it went from 68,000 to 17,000. Then I told him you should probably start buying under 20,000, and he did. So you're welcome, Pop. Old Newsom, yeah, yeah, LA 2.0. Gavin Newsom is an absolute disgrace to this country, I think. Park and hook cars. Thinking it's not coming back. My first crypto. Oh, so you've been holding it for a long time, TK? Nvidia ideas. So Nvidia, I mean, I was really bullish on this through all-time highs just a week ago, and it completely tanked. So this is kind of where I bought it early on. I don't know. I don't know that I want to do that again. I just think, start Carl. I want to just for this week. I can give you guys technicals, but again, I don't want to just keep repeating myself, but and annoy you guys. But I want to stay as defensive as possible for the rest of the week. I think that Nvidia under 130 is bearish. I think that under 130, especially if it starts closing, days under 130, I think 125 is very doable. Um, so I have no real reason to want to buy it right now, even though this could be a good buy spot and have a stop loss on a daily close under 130. I just want to stay away. I even may want to play the downside on this if the market's super weak. It's just been weak. It is a bit extended to the downside, so I don't even know if I'd want to do that. But at least for me personally, I'm very disappointed with where things are. And I just don't have much interest in it. So that's where I stay away. I don't try to create good trades out of nothing. I simply just have to wait. And if you can teach yourself to wait, and the hardest part of a new trader is feeling like they're not trading and they're not doing anything. 90% of trading is waiting. And if you can really, really teach yourself to just wait for the quality setups, that's where you're gonna do. That's where you're gonna do the best, because at the end of the year, you may take 25% of the amount of trades that you could have taken if you traded multiple times every day. But your equity curve is going to look better because the only trades that you're taking are quality. If you're just putting trades on to put trades on, you're not going to be very successful because everyone loses, and all it takes is one day on a brand new small account that a lot of you guys have, and you can blow it up, right? And then you're in a huge hole, or whatever it is. um Focus on, I love when I take 3-4 trades a week. Honestly, if I can take one or two, I'd rather do that. I don't want to say I'm obligated to put day trades in front of you guys, but like today, like I can take trades like that, those real quick ones. Boom, boom, catch my 15, 20%, whatever, and move on. But those really big trades that only come around maybe 1-2 times a month, maybe 3 times a month, that's how I would honestly trade if I wasn't really doing what I'm doing right with the chat room. But it's really boring, and that's the hardest part for new people. Over trading and not being disciplined with putting yourself in front of quality trades is the hardest part. And there's kind of two sides to that argument. One is, you should wait for quality setups. Two, if you can take day to day, like little scalps, like I did today with small size, right, and pick up your, 100, 200, $300, even $50, doesn't matter, right? But then when the big trades come around, you size them correctly, and then you can make your $500 or $1,000, right? That's when you can make those $2,000, the bigger trades. But you have to also know when to size really small and kind of take these intraday trades and kind of just stay active. And then when the big trades come around, you need to be able to learn how to recognize those and actually make them count, because they don't come around very often. That's, you guys have seen me make $100, $200 a day. You've also seen me make $3,000 or $5,000 in a day, right? But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't know how to recognize those and also size correctly. So they're fun, right? But those big trades could hurt you sometimes, right? It's really, A+ quality setup you take with big size, and sometimes they don't work out. But that's when you have to understand that those setups are very high odds, and you also have to be mentally, ready to lose a little bit bigger amount than you're used to on a day-to-day basis on tiny trades. So there you go. My rant is over on that. What else you guys got? What other tickers or questions? YouTube, Twitter, you guys can ask as well. Any free people in the chat? I don't spend much time in the free chat, so if this is a time for you to ask me questions, get them all out. I only do this once a week. It could be about anything, trading software, even if it's not trading related, I don't care. There's no bad questions, but we're already halfway in, so 30 more minutes. You got rugged on a meme coin. Man, I've seen some like algorithms that like just intentionally rug things. That it makes the coin for you. It slowly pushes the market cap up. It even I even saw that there's like fake. You can fake the market cap and then dump it. I don't know. That was pretty crazy. What are you coaching? I'm interested in starting premiums. Sweet start, Carl. Well, I'm happy to help you with that. Let me add you as a friend so we can talk in DMs too, just to make sure you get set up and all that. But so I'm the day trading coach. I'm a very short term trader. I mainly trade options. I just don't know how much you know about me. But every Thursday night I do coaching with my students, and I have a ton of recorded videos as well on pretty much everything I could possibly cover. So you'll get access to that. The only thing, if you buy coaching alone, just coaching, I think it's $40 a month. and you will not get access to my premium live trading, but you will have like a channel with me in it. I'm in that 90% of the time, where you could always reach out to me, whatever. Um, it's just for my coaching people. If you get premium, though, I think it's 140. You get access to all the premium stuff, and you also get my coaching included with that, so you don't have to buy either one. I don't know if you've tried the 5-day free trial. I don't know if it's still going or not. I think it might. I think maybe there's a new link or something. But if you're interested, I added you as a friend. Make sure to add me back so I can message you and we can talk more about it if you would like. Galtmex, Netflix. Yeah, so Netflix, crazy run up here from 700. It's just pulled back a little bit to me. I just don't have much interest in it. There hasn't been any news around it lately. This big run up here, this big run up was kind of into like the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, stuff like that. For me, I never day trade Netflix unless there's a catalyst, because there's typically very, very low volume on the stock. So that makes the option contracts very, the spreads wide. They don't trade very well. It's hard to get filled, stuff like that. So I just stay away from it. So when there's a new catalyst, like maybe they get a new NFL live stream, or they get, a new big boxing fight, like if the Conor McGregor and what's the other one? Conor McGregor, Jake Paul fights on there. That's going to be big. That's something I would want to trade Netflix into, stuff like that. Yeah, start Carl. If you have any other questions, fire away on the coaching stuff. What are your thoughts on AMD this year? I think AMD has had a quiet year. I think that they have a lot of opportunity to get better. Stickman's honestly going to be a great resource for that. I think he's team red, as he says, so he's going to know a lot more about AMD as a product than I will. But as a company, I'm not super familiar with them. Obviously, I know what they do and all that. But NVIDIA has been innovating so fast that AMD has just kind of been quiet. So I think that maybe they're working on something. Maybe there's some bigger things that come out. I think that it's a good long-term hold. I mean, that and NVIDIA, it's kind of good to diversify in both the big chip companies. So I don't know, just something to think about there, Gary. I hope that makes sense. Any thoughts on China, like PDD and Baidu? I know that Clinch liked them. I think he bought some of them, back over here maybe. They're still on lows, at least from what I've heard. There could be some good stuff. I think maybe China got like stimulus checks, or I don't know, something like that, some money dumped into their economy. But I think that a lot of people are getting out of these stocks because of Trump, with tariffs and stuff like that. So I do think that you're going to have to wait on this. At least my opinion is I would want to wait on this to see how Trump deals with China. I think that's a big reason why these are selling off. Hood is on an insane run. I haven't looked at Robinhood in a while. I saw Shy talking about it. Yeah, Hood's been doing really good. I don't really know exactly why. I know they have a new desktop software, which honestly doesn't look bad. But yeah, I mean, I would be interested in trading the highs up there, 43.83, then into 45. Is this all-time highs for it? No, not even close. But yeah, I mean, it's getting up into that squeeze territory. So if they do really good on earnings, you might see an earnings run up. They have earnings February 12th. So, you might get this at $50 before earnings. Apple's not on any floor. Can we take for earnings premium? Yeah, I mean, it could be interesting. Mark Zuckerberg hammered Apple on Joe Rogan's podcast recently. I think Apple's at a pretty good buy spot right here. Maybe there's some run up in the earnings. I don't know. I just feel like Apple is not innovating a lot, right? Mark Zuckerberg even talked about it. All they have is, iPhone, Apple Watch, iPads, the headphones, and really they're just making them a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, right? The whole what was it? I forgot the name of their VR goggles that were super expensive, right? So like that was some big news that kind of helped this run up to all-time highs here. Maybe it was actually back in here. I think it was kind of more back in the summertime, but things like that, right? So like that was a new product for them. They also lost a lot of time. How do you say that? Gotum? Gotum. All right, cool. So yeah, so I don't really know. I think a lot of it has to deal with them not innovating as much, and they lost billions of dollars trying to build some sort of electric cars. They failed. Tesla's obviously the biggest one there. They are integrating AI, but barely. It's not even that good. So I don't know, just things to think about. Yeah, Vision Pro, that's what it was, Sigmund. Yeah. So go to yeah. So there at least used to be a 5-day free trial. I'm pretty sure there is. I'll add you as a friend as well, and I'll get that to you either tonight or tomorrow. Just message me and remind me. But the 5-day free trial, you get inducted on Sunday nights, so you have a full week. My only advice on that is Monday is off next week. So if you do start the trial, like let's say you signed up tomorrow, you wouldn't really get a Monday out of it. So you may want to wait an extra week unless you don't really care. The 90-day I'm pretty sure the 5 days is still going. But the anyone that's looking for premium, honestly, I do recommend the 90-day. I'm glad you bring that up, Josh Smash, because you basically buy 2 months and you get one free. So if you do that 4 times a year, you're getting 4 months for free, pretty much. So that's to me the best plan. I hate admitting that, but if you guys just do the math, it makes sense, right? Rather than buying month to month. Obviously, the yearly you're going to get an even bigger discount, but I don't think many of you want to buy the whole year. So the year you're going to get most of the months for free, but I would do the buy 2 months get one free deal. Yeah, 90 days. So that's what I would consider. And start Carl. That's also something that I hope you're still here listening. You are perfect. So yeah. Anyways, that's also something good. I added you as a friend, Godum. So make sure to add me back because I can't message you until you do that. Um, yeah, and the yearly thing is you buy a year, obviously. But anyways, so yeah, I would love for you guys to join. Please reach out to me first because they like to keep track of who brings in who. So if you don't mind, I would appreciate that a lot. And then once I get you the link and stuff like that, I'm gonna pass you off to Nikki, and Nikki will walk you through all the premium stuff, so you have a good idea on what to expect. Basically, just kind of walking you through the chat, so you know where things are and stuff like that. Because you're gonna get a lot access to a lot of things, news bots, and all the coaches and stuff like that. So the signal. So yeah. So the other they call them analysts. The other analysts they do give out signals, but I'm the day trading guy. I'm the very short term guy. You have guys like Mad Maverick. He's more of a swing trader on equity side, so he trades a little bit smaller cap names. But he's more of a swing trade guy. You have Swinging Bull, so he does option spread stuff. So it's like passive income kind of things. You have Jay. He's a lot more of a technical trader. He's also really good with crypto. You're only talking intraday. So yeah, there is other bots. They're people, but they don't teach or anything like that. They just have a little channel, and they give out SPY option plays, QQQ, some stock option plays as well. So yeah, there's a lot more signals for you in premium as well. So I can promise you guys $140. I can't even believe it's that cheap. Honestly, I've been in chat rooms where it's $500 a month before, and that offers way less. So I've talked to them about raising prices, and they never did. So whatever, it's not my call. But thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I also, the reason I do it the way that I do is because I know how I would have liked to have been taught. I was in a lot of chat rooms early on where they would just say, "I'm buying, I'm selling." They don't tell you why, and they do that to keep you as a customer. My goal for y'all is to learn how to do this by yourself. Obviously, no matter how good of a trader you are, you want to be within a community, right? Like professional trading floors are a thing for a reason, right? Because you're around other traders, you can bounce ideas off each other. You can, I may miss a piece of news, and the guy next to me may know, pick up on the news, and I can make more money off that, and we can walk through trades together. It's very important that you guys talk to each other, ask questions, and do that kind of stuff because not only does it help me, it helps you, it helps all you guys. I mean, for all that are here that don't know, I mean, I've interned on a professional trading floor for 3 summers in a row. I have job offers there that I don't know that I'm going to take, but we'll see. And I've been around it. I've been around guys who have traded for 40 years, and it's I would never think that they would force guys who have done it for a long time, right? The veterans there to work with new traders because it's good to go over the fundamentals and it's good to, stick to your word and teach people because, you know, when I have mentors that have helped me and I want to help people as well, the better that I get as well. So, oh man, that's crazy. Well, let's start the process on getting that back. Slow and steady is going to be your friend, but it's very doable. Boss of the South, what's up? Why don't you guys give it for free and we all get rich together as a team? Who cares about charging people to learn how to trade? There's more than enough money out there. Well, not you get what you pay for, right? Um, you know, I mean, do you want to do multiple lessons and multiple hours of live trading a week for free? Right? It's not. This is a YouTube question for y'all in Discord. You know, yeah, there's more than enough money out there, but exactly, the service that we provide is worth money. The information that we have here, um, the coaching, the walkthroughs, the time that we spend with the members, it's worth the money. So you've never understood why. That's interesting. It's an interesting take. But again, there's a lot of work that comes with teaching and coaching and being on camera and live trading and putting your opinion on the line, right? It's worth money. It is. It's a business. But obviously there's like scam, terrible trading discords, and there's also really good ones, very transparent ones. Everything that we do here is live, so there is no faking it. Yeah, Josh Smash, I agree. So, Boston of the South, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Anyways, I got let's see, about 15 or so minutes left. So what's up? What else you guys got? What's up, Millie? Thoughts on snow? Let's take a look. It's a decent looking chart. I mean, big pop on earnings. It's pulled back a little bit here. It's kind of basing out. I think above 170 is kind of where I think this could probably start taking off. Then you have 175 resistance, 180 resistance, and then 187 resistance. And then you have 190. Above 190, I think this has a lot of room to run. We do have a gap. I think we have a gap over here. Yeah, so big gaps. I mean, I'm gonna be very interested in snow above 190. So to me, as a day trader, I just wait. But I think snow does have a lot of potential to the upside. Yeah, yeah, there are a lot of really good free trades in here as well. Does anyone play the index play? Yeah, so when you do join premium, um, there's like bot trade stuff, and they'll literally you can just sit in that message group and you'll just kind of see when they post. And yeah, so they do a lot of SPY and QQQ, shorter expiration option stuff for sure. If you can't make it to my live tradings and stuff like that, very good too. There's two or three of them, maybe four. I mean, I don't know. You guys in here, have y'all trade with ADEX or whoever? Boss of the South. I got into trading in the middle of COVID and have figured out what I know so far from my mistakes. You can tell someone what to do, but are they learning from bad exits or entry? I don't really know what you're saying there, but yeah, I mean, obviously, learning from your mistakes is a big part of trading, but our whole job here is to try to mitigate those risks and try to create fewer mistakes for our members, and that is what's worth the time and the money. Because just like you said, you started during COVID and you made mistakes, you had to learn from them. Our whole job here is to try to help you not make those beginner mistakes. Obviously, everyone's going to make mistakes in the beginning. That's part of it. But that's why we're here to help people get through those and also try to avoid them. Yes, that's honestly a really good argument. You take things more serious when you do pay for them. Yeah. It's like the rich kid getting a car given him for free rather than one that works hard for you. Also treat it much differently. 100% stick, man. It's a great way to look at it. Bryce does SPXQQ. He hits nice. He's driving his hits really badly. I'm allow 330 and cut off my trade. Yeah. Bot is accurate. Sweet. Sweet. Thank you, Nikki. Okay, so start Carl and Godum. There is the free trial, that little blue link right there. That's going to get you in. Again, what I was talking about is Monday market is closed. So if you want to save that link, you can. That's going to give you a little bit of insight on premium. You're not going to get everything, right? You're not going to get coaching, but you will be able to at least see the bots and kind of how they work and stuff like that. But when you're ready for premium, please just let me know and let me get you set up. Will Kylie Jenner ever marry me, Ethan? I don't know, Bag Chaser. I don't know. Not if she marries me first, my friend. Bag Chaser, you take any trades today, big fella? No trades. I think that's Bruce Jenner, or I don't know what the first name was. I don't know the success rate, honestly. I'm sure it's posted in there. I'm focused on my own trading, so I don't my streams and stuff like that. But Yeah, it's well, I mean, it wouldn't be here if it wasn't good enough, you know? We're all in Discord. Would you rather me have a face cam on or not? Only YouTube and Twitter get to see it. Yeah, go get her bag chaser. If anyone wants to hop on mic as well and ask a question, you're more than welcome to do that. Just let me know. So go to you're only you're gonna get inducted on Sunday night, so you're gonna have to wait for the rest of the week, and then Sunday night you'll get in, then you'll get a that we do that just so you can have a full 5 days of trading. Because if you did it right now, you're gonna get the weekend would cut into your 5 days. We want to make sure you get the most out of it. I actually am wearing blue light glasses. I don't know. I don't know if y'all would like to have a little bit more of like a personal view. I don't know if y'all don't really. I want. It's interesting. Getting to meet a lot of the people that I work with and some of the members in Florida was really nice. Just to know that there's a real person on the other side of this. Jack, I don't even know what that is. The regulations are here, I guess, or what you're talking for questions. I just chimed in. No, you can ask whatever you want, Vex. I got about 10 minutes left here. These are typically 1 hour. I do it once a week on Tuesday night, so you're more than welcome to ask whatever you want, trading related or whatever. Yeah, Monday's a holiday, no trading. Yeah, you should, Josh Smash. It was fun. It was really fun. We all would go to dinner together. I mean, we spent a whole day kind of going over trading. I got up and live traded in front of everyone. Other people got up and talked about trading, and a bunch of the members got some giveaways and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. Like everyone did. And we're in, Florida, Delray Beach in summertime. Any thoughts on APLD? $5 billion investment today, 900 mil. North Dakota. Another 4.1 for any future developments in the AI sector. Were you the one talking about APLD recently, Vex? Okay, yeah. Well, let's see. The earnings just came out. Was the earnings today? Yeah, the earnings were today. Interesting. Looks like stock's down a little bit. From everything that you told me, that to me seems like good news. Maybe even news to invest in. I don't know, like day trading wise, it's just kind of been stuck in this range. So there's really not a whole lot of at least from a day trading perspective, a lot of opportunity there. But investment wise, all that sounds good to me. So yeah, I don't know. Pull back today for sure, but um, I don't know. Again, everything you said there to me is a positive for the future, but that may, these new investments and stuff like that may be reflected on their next earnings, right? Because the earnings today was obviously the last 3 months. So with all the new stuff coming in, maybe by next quarter's earnings, that's where you could see that push to above $10 again. Yeah, 100%. Thanks for being here. What else you guys got? Gonna take a look at GEVO. So I'm not much for low flow kind of penny stock guy again, but this is obviously had something good happen late last month. Nice run up from about $1.50 all the way up to 3 as a 100% move. It's kind of pulled back 50%. For me as a trader, I see this right here. I see that it held this $2 to $2.20 range. So if it can, maybe you can buy in here, have a stop loss under $2, and then you look for it to kind of make its way back up. But again, I don't know anything about the company. I don't know anything about the news that happened. Technical wise, that's what I see. Very simple. The next spot you're going to want to look at is $2.50 and then $3. Hope that makes sense. Any ideas on sins? Yeah, Josh Smash, of course. Again, under $1 stock. Yeah, thanks for that. There's some Mad Maverick recaps from today. I should probably go update mine, but it was just a quick, like 15% gain in 3 minutes. So sends under $1. So again, not really something that I would like to trade, but 2 days ago, it looks like there was a really nice move here from 50 cents, about 83 cents. I don't know the news. To me, the way, since it's not completely come back down, I would look from this like 71 to 65 cent area for it to kind of hold. You can see it already came down in here and bounced. Today it came down in here and bounced. So if you can hold that, next thing you're going to look for is a new high here at 83 cents. And then $1 would kind of be my target there, probably 95 cents just to get out before that dollar hits. What do you need to message Nikki about, Bag Chaser? Cool. Well, only a few minutes left, guys. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, thanks for being here. Let me know when you're ready to get that premium started. But I would love to hear your feedback on the trial. Godem. Sweet. Have a good night. Anyone else? Later, Josh Smash. Thank you, Nikki, for being here as well. All right, guys. Well, we can wrap it up here. If there's anything else, you can always DM me. Always just do at Ethan in the chat, and I'll get a little notification. Can help you out. Other than that, hope you all have a good rest of the night, and I will see you guys Thursday morning for some live trading. Vex, Turbo Man, thanks for being here, guys. All right, I'm out. Have a good night.